Hello, welcome to an election. There's nothing funny to say here, but, yeah. So, we have this, woman, I guess. I don't know, who are you?
Actually, by technicality, I'm an elderly woman, not just a woman, you know? Like, there's a difference. I'm an older woman, you know?
Okay, yeah, but whatever. It's not like there's any younger women in politics.
You'd be surprised. There's actually a couple.
Oh, cool. Anyway, and we also have this guy that you might know. He's called Creeper. Yeah.
Man, I hate my parents. Anyway, okay, so start asking us, like, questions about our policies and stuff so people know who we are.
Alright, well, first I'm gonna air some of your guys'
What was that?
Oh, sorry, that was me dying. So I meant to say, we're gonna be airing these guys' dirty laundry.
Excuse me, I don't like being called a guy.
Indirectly, though.
Okay, but still, I find that rude. Can you not say that to me?
Okay, fine. I'm gonna be airing you guys and gals' dirty laundry.
Guess that works better. I don't know.
Alright, so this woman, this older woman in 1985, she pooped on a ferret. She pooped on a ferret. Can you believe that? That's insane. And, Creeper, in 2019, he voted towards a bill that banned people from not using forks to eat things that require forks, usually.
Well, come on, I just find, like, using fingers or spoons or any other utensil unhygienic.
I mean, considering your background as a fork supremacist, I feel like it's quite suspicious, if not concrete evidence, that you probably wouldn't be, you know, a good candidate for anyone who has ever used something that's not a fork.
I'm a changed man.
In 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years that's enough time to become a changed man.
I guess the legal thing... Sorry, I died again. I guess the legal system thinks so too.
Hey Bowser, why do you keep dying?
I don't know, Jeremy. Why do you keep having diarrhea?
Because I have IBS, you frickin' asshole.
Oh, sorry, man.
Don't worry, I can relate, honestly. I have irritable bowel syndrome, too. Oh, yeah, we're IBS buddies. I never said that. What do you mean by that? I was trying to, like, make small talk or something. I don't know. Oh, okay.
Right, so anyway, policies time, guys. What's your policy for taxes, Miss,
Well, actually, this is a rough time, because I don't have any... I don't have a name, you know? So, I guess I'll just go by Suzanne or something. I don't know. What are old women named?
My grandma's name is Gertrude. My grandma's name was, Bartolomina.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Gertrude, honestly. That sounds pretty cool. So I'll be Gertrude, just Gertrude.
Alright, Gertrude, what's your idea for, like, policies on taxes?
Alright, well, I feel like I'm gonna go with the one that generally will make most people like me if they actually just freaking focus on their, like, lives. If that makes any sense, I'm sorry. I'm not very articulate. As I said, I am an older woman. And also just an older person in general, really.
Okay, well, I'm a younger person and I'm not that articulate.
Yeah, that's probably, you know, I don't know, kids these days, they always have anxiety. I have anxiety too. Kids these days seem to have anxiety as well. Yeah. Anyway, so, I feel like I'm just gonna tax the rich more and tax the poor a bit less, you know?
Alright, how are you gonna define poor?
Well, I don't know what being poor is like, but I do know what not having enough money for, like, general things is like. So, I'll just go based off of that.
I'll just take your word for it, because I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean, like, not having enough money is different from being poor, you know?
Really?
Like, being poor is like not having enough money, but also not really being able to do anything about it. Well, no. Well, yeah. Because not having enough money just means, like, you're having a rough time, but being poor is not having enough money and having no way out of it.
Okay. Ma'am, I think you should clear your throat. Your voice is getting a little raspy.
Yeah, that just kind of happens to me after I talk for, like, more than a couple minutes.
Alright, anyway, Creeper, what about your tax plans?
I'm just gonna remove taxes and make everyone do, like, work.
I see. It's the state capitalism approach.
No, I was actually thinking of just turning this entire place into communism, actually. But, of course, it kind of has to start with people working for the state, and then eventually the state dissolves and they're just working for themselves, you know?
That's a very basic understanding of communism, but sure, whatever.
Wow, I honestly never thought there would be a communist candidate in any democracy that would have any chance of winning, all things considered.
Okay, well, yeah.
Alright, next question, sir.
Oh, wow, very formal. Anyway, so, what are you gonna do about the current crisis in, like, you know, what should be the national favorite color of everyone, just by default?
I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna try to make a full base of just a couple colors that are the national default for, like, favorites. And that'll just be assigned at random. I know it's a bit ambitious, but, you know, if I get a second term, and if I live to my second term, I'll be able to get the seeds of its own, you know?
Oh, okay.
Pork and fries. Oh, sorry, no, I'm just thinking about my dinner. Anyway, yeah.
You didn't answer the question.
What was the question? Dear father?
What do you mean by that?
Sorry, I mean,
Please stop stuttering.
Oh, Mario, your voice sounds worse than usual.
Yeah, I have a new throat condition, and it's just sorry I didn't tell you. It's contagious, by the way, so all of you are gonna get it, you know.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, Creeper, you frickin'... never mind. The question was, what are you gonna do about the crisis related to the national default favorite color?
I'm just gonna make it like blue. Like, blue is a pretty cool color. It could be any shade of blue, really. Maybe electric blue? No, I think I'll actually make it a different color of blue.
Oh, okay. Also, what was that goofy noise? You're definitely gonna lose your campaign now, because you went,
I didn't go, I went, No, you did not go, You went, I didn't do that either, but whatever. This is just freaking stupid pedantic stuff.
Okay, next question. To, Gertrude, what do you plan to do about, like, grocery prices?
Well, I'm gonna start my own store, but it's gonna be a non-profit store, so you can just grab up stuff.
So you're gonna start a food bank?
Yes, that's what I meant. I'm gonna start a food bank, So that way people don't have to buy at the stores. Then naturally, stores will have to lower their prices because no one will be buying there. So then eventually people will be able to buy there on occasion. The prices will still be low.
Oh, okay.
And now, obviously, that might be a bit hard to, fund at some point. But I'm confident that if we tax the rich right, we'll have enough funds to support that throughout my entire term, or maybe even a second one.
Interesting.
You know, you kind of sound like Mickey Mouse.
No, I don't sound like Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse sounds like, oh boy, I need to pee on my park.
What does that mean?
Well, it clearly means that you would need to urinate onto his flatulence.
No, but I mean, that doesn't make any sense, physically speaking. What do you mean by that?
Whatever. I was just giving an example. Oh boy, I need to find my pee.
That makes no sense. Anyway, now, Creeper, what are you gonna do about grocery prices?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna lower them, and then I'm gonna do everything in my power to make them higher.
Politician reference. Anyway, final question. Just kidding, this won't be the final question. This is going to be a couple other questions, because we've got it just thoroughly. What are you going to do about police violence, Mrs. Gertrude?
Well, I'm going to make them not have balls. I'm just going to cut off all their balls. And if they're women, I'm just going to give them balls and then cut them off again.
How is that going to help?
Well, presumably they'll be so humbled and in pain out of just sheer lack of ballage that they just won't be able to hurt anyone.
Okay, will that affect their ability to just do normal serving?
I don't know, I'm not a professional on that, but I'm pretty sure that things will be fine if they just accept the fact that they aren't going to have balls anymore.
Some of them never had them anyway, metaphorically speaking. Anyway, what about you, Creeper?
I'm gonna dissolve police unions, basically. And I'm gonna hope that does something different.
Interesting. Okay, so, now another question. Miss Gertrude, do you plan on legalizing diarrhea?
No, diarrhea is disgusting. If you have to take a diarrhea, you should go in jail and take it in the frickin' jail toilet.
That's rude.
I am not voting for you. Yeah, I'm not voting for you either.
Alright, what about you, Creeper? Will you legalize diarrhea?
I mean, people can't control diarrhea, so I feel like it's very important to, have it be at least somewhat legal in certain circumstances.
Okay, hot take, but maybe we should make diarrhea completely legal, or at least not criminalize it.
It's a bit too radical for me, but whatever.
Alright, and now here's another question. In a hypothetical scenario where you accidentally started a world war, how would you end the world war?
I would probably be I'd be working on various ways to diffuse the kind of conflict, and I'd probably try to, maybe run some mild propaganda to get people to stop freaking out a bit, maybe. But that might backfire, so maybe I'd hold off on it unless things got really dire. And, I'd also probably start putting more funding into, inward stuff to, because, a war is best won by harming the people, and so if they can't win a war against us, never mind.
Alright, I think people get your point. Anyway, what about you, Creeper?
Nukes? I'm just gonna nuke everyone if they try to go to war with me. I'm just gonna nuke them all. I'm gonna nuke their nuke bases, and then they'll blow up, and yeah.
Oh gosh. I don't think that's gonna bode well for your campaign.
And Bowser began to count the votes.
Okay, so it appears as if Gertrude has won. But by about let me see. Okay, that's hard to read. That's a lot of decimal points. By about 5.26 inches.
Well, that's a weirdly specific amount to win by. Anyway, I'm gonna do my politics stuff now.
Well, that felt personal.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Sorry, guys. I guess you're just gonna have to be in jail now because she's gonna criminalize having diarrhea. Anyway, I'll try to get in next term. I don't know. Why can't I escape? Why can't I escape? Just calm down. Okay. I just gotta recite a teleportation spell. Hold on, just real quick. Teleportation!
Wow, it worked.
Yeah, it was cool.
I don't know how to feel about any of this.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to feel about this either. This is kind of weird. You know what's weirder? These nuts.